this to end in fire, then we shall all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out, Father, oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. And if we should die in way, we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time, holding out by the road. Prepare as we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. And I see fire, hollow souls. I see fire burning the breeze. I hope that you remember me. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire, hollow souls. I see fire burning the breeze. I hope that you remember me.
Hai, apa khabar semua? Anda bersama kembali dengan saya AminHayat dalam AminHayat Show Flying High After Crisis. Alhamdulillah, hari ini hari Isnin 16 hari bulan Ogos 2021. Kita sudah berada di bulan kemerdekaan. Semoga kita tersemat semangat kemerdekaan pada bulan ini. Dan Alhamdulillah, bermula pada hari ini, kita telah menerima berita baik bahawa beberapa sektor ekonomi dapat dibuka. Antaranya kepada anda yang tak dapat nak gunting rambut, asyik gunting rambut sendiri je, boleh pergi ke salon ataupun barbershop kerana mereka dibenarkan dibuka. Dan juga kedai untuk mencuci kereta dan juga kedai pakaian di shopping mall. Tetapi perlulah ingat, anda perlu patuh dengan SOP yang telah dikenakan. Okey, baiklah. Tetapi juga kalau kita lihat, walaupun beberapa sektor ekonomi telah dibuka, ada juga sektor-sektor ekonomi yang belum dapat dibuka. Antara gimnasium, antaranya aktiviti-aktiviti sosial seperti majlis kahwin kita tak dapat boleh buat, majlis makan malam ramai-ramai kita tak dapat boleh buat, dan juga bermacam-macam lagi berkaitan dengan majlis. Jadi pengacara majlis turut terkesan ketika pandemik ini, dan termasuklah diri saya juga sebagai MC pengacara majlis. Dan saya telah kumpulkan beberapa cabaran bersama dengan teman-teman saya dalam bidang yang sama. Antara cabaran yang pertama adalah mengacara majlis hybrid, yang iaitu antara konvensional dan juga digital disatukan. Jadi ini merupakan satu benda yang barulah buat diri kami. Dan yang kedua adalah banyak acara terpaksa ditunda dan dibatalkan akibat pandemik ini. Dan yang ketiga, banyak persaingan, persaingan muka-muka baru yang ada di pasaran menyebabkan berlakunya kekurangan pendapatan. Kalau saya boleh kongsikan kepada anda, kalau yang mempunyai pengalaman ataupun nama, bayaran dia mencencah 5 angka. Tetapi disebabkan oleh pandemik, persaingan dan bermacam-macam lagi, berlakunya kekurangan pendapatan sedemikian. Okey, kepada anda yang berada di rumah, pastikan mematuhi penjarakan sosial kalau kita keluar, dan kepada anda yang baru sahaja mengenali Flying High After Crisis ini, terbahagi kepada 3 bahagian. Yang pertama iaitu cabaran yang seperti saya umumkan tadi, yang akan saya fokuskan pada hari ini berkaitan dengan pengacara majlis dengan voice over talent, dan juga saya membawakan kepada anda tetamu istimewa iaitu rakan baik saya sendiri, nanti saya akan umumkan. Dan yang ketiga, sesi soal jawab bersama rakan saya itu bagaimana, apakah strategi beliau dan apakah beliau lakukan sepanjang pandemik ini. Tetapi untuk mengetahui dengan lebih lanjut, jangan ke mana-mana, tunggu saya selepas ini. Baiklah, terima kasih kepada anda yang setia bersama saya pada hari ini. Apa kata saya nak berinteraksi kepada anda? Sebelum itu, jangan lupa like, komen dan share Facebook AminHayat Show dan juga High Flyer Asia seperti yang tertera di skrin anda. Okey, saya nak berinteraksi kepada audiens kita pada hari ini. Hai. Kak Aliza, apa khabar? I'm good. Terima kasih Kak Aliz. Stay strong juga. Stay strong and always motivated. Okay, Jiwoo, thank you very much for coming here. Hi, Lina. How are you? Muhammad Zakri Johadi SK. Yeah, good evening. Anarul Islam. Oh, Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you? Okey, Iris Hayat. Okey, terima kasih kepada anda yang setia bersama dengan Amin Hayat Show. Seperti mana saya katakan tadi, jangan lupa share, like, komen dan perkongsian ini dengan rakan-rakan anda dan juga grup anda. Okey, baiklah, tanpa membuangkan masa, saya memperkenalkan tetamu jemputan yang istimewa iaitu rakan baik saya sendiri iaitu Joshua Lim yang sebagai International Voice Over Talent dan juga host. Hai, apa khabar Joshua? Hi Joshua.
Hear me?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh my God, suara you lah. Suara you betul-betul suara emas lah. Serius, I cakap pun I rasa macam macam dengar iklan.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
Okay Joshua, mungkin you can introduce yourself lah. Mungkin berapa lama telah berada dalam industri ni?
Dalam bidang ni sudah lebih kurang 7-8 tahun, Amin, termasuk dengan MCO ni lah. Kerana kan tadi you kata tak ada banyak kerja juga, tapi dalam industri ni 8 tahun lah, lebih kurang 8 tahun. Started in 2014. I think my first gig was the World Cup dekat supermarket. That was my first time.
I see.
Yeah, that was my first time. That was in Penang. Saya telah mula menjadi pengacara di Penang sebelum saya datang ke Kuala Lumpur.
Mungkin orang tak tahulah tentang kerjaya sebagai voice over talent ni. Mungkin boleh ceritakan sedikit lah.
Voice over talent. I guess voice over talent has all types of how do I put it? There are all types of voiceovers. You know, you got advertisements, you got corporate. Now with virtual, you also have voiceovers for events. That also, you know. So there are many types of voiceover artists out there. I mean, there's another one, obviously everybody knows, which is Hollywood and all that, right? That would be voiceover, character voiceovers. So like Mickey Mouse, you know, your cartoons in DC or Marvel, those are called character voiceovers. But obviously in Malaysia, you don't have that kind of exposure, neither the opportunity. But I think it's still coming. It's still coming to Malaysia. So yeah, that's what voiceover is all about. So voiceovers, you can hear. A great example would be like corporate videos or advertisements, like I mentioned earlier.
Okay, talking about corporate videos and everything kan, mungkin you boleh share sikit tentang yang punya kerjaya sebelum ni. Masa apakah voiceover yang telah you buat sebelum ni?
I had the opportunity and of course the honor to do voiceovers for Herbalife, Prudential. I've also done advertisements for milk powders, which I can't mention. Because some of these are also signed, I have to sign NDA, so you can't really tell everybody. Okay. Then obviously I've also done for lubricants, which is like oils, cars and all that. Corporate videos are companies, so like things like, for example, Dell, Intel,
wow.
Also a few others which I can't say also. But the one thing that I had the luxury to do is like I say, voiceovers for events. So that is also one of the things that corporate, if you want to say corporate voiceovers, that is also one corporate events that I've done as well. Yeah.
Cakap tentang events lah. Cakap tentang pandemik sekarang ni kan. Event dah memang tak boleh buat. Jadi
correct.
betul-betul memberikan kesan kepada kita ni. Boleh share sikit macam mana dia memberikan kesan kepada anda?
Kesan? Well, I guess the most important thing is our income. That is the worst part of it all. I think you yourself also can say that. You yourself also a pengacara. By the way, guys, he's also a pengacara, okay? He's a very good pengacara, by the way. And so he also can do voiceover. So guys, you can also talk to him. So, you know, I think both of us can understand that our income is the first thing that gets affected. Okay. And I guess a lot of MCs out there are also affected, not only in terms of income, but also in terms of mentally as well, mentally and emotionally. You know, when you talk about effects in general, it also hurts them because now our industry is dying in a sense lah. Yeah.
Tapi macam mana you mengatasi cabaran-cabaran ni? Nak tahu sikit lah kan, macam mana?
Well, I guess it's like you as well. I mean, you don't stop fighting, right? You try to find other avenues. Like for example, AminHayat, right? AminHayat is a TV host used to be a TV host from TV9. I mean, you don't stop, right? You just keep on going. You try and find avenues. That's why you got your own show. Very similar to me as well. I'm trying to find clients. I'm trying to do TikToks. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to move forward. So one of the things that I do is that I do a lot of videos out there to tell people that actually I can do it from home. Like for example, I got my own mics here. I can do it from home, and I can do your voiceovers for you from home with a minimal fee. And then of course that enables me to push forward. So like one of the things, I think if you follow me on Facebook, I do a lot of TikTok. So I did voiceover challenge so that people know that that I am, how to say, I'm out there doing voiceovers. So that's one of the things. The other one, like you, we are trying to be very positive. Okay. We're very positive at this time. I mean, with all the pandemic and all what's happening in the world and also in our country. So we have to be very positive. And number 3 is, surround ourselves with people that are able to push us forward, giving us positive feedbacks and helping us to move forward. So yeah. That's one of the things that I'm doing.
Okay, disebabkan event telah cancel kan, kadang-kadang dah postpone tu. So actually apa yang you pelajari lah sepanjang dah 2 tahun dah ni kan, sekejap buka, sekejap tutup, sekejap buka, sekejap tutup kan. So apa yang you belajar daripada pandemik ni?
Apa yang saya belajar? Buka tutup lah. Bukanlah. No lah. It's I think the thing that I've learned about it is that you got to be very adaptable. You got to be adaptable in the situation that you are in. Sorry, my earphones suddenly went chaotic. So I think one of the things that you really need to be is flexible in your particular industry. When the pandemic started, I literally switched quickly to virtual. Actually, I did my own show, very similar to virtual with AminHayat. But of course, me not as famous as AminHayat, my traction tak jalan lah. That's what I did. So with that, I was able to go into virtual events immediately, and people started to call me for virtual events. And then after that, that was the thing that I did. And then after that, I did voiceovers as well. I mean, I'd been doing voiceovers previously, but to promote myself virtually is a different thing altogether. So that's what I learned, that you need to adapt very, very quickly. Okay. And so that's one of the things that I did lah.
Sebab bagi diri I kan, diri saya sendiri kan. So saya tak pernah handle MC for hybrid event. So apa rasanya? Boleh ceritakan sikit pada audience kita bagaimana you adapt actually hybrid events antara konvensional dengan digital tu? Adakah 2 kali kerja ke, 2 kali effort ke, atau sebagainya?
Good question. Whether it's 2 times the amount. I think it's more than 2 times. The reason being is because virtual is a very different atmosphere. Now you got 3 words, like you mentioned just now, right? You got virtual, you got hybrid, and then you got physical, right? The 3 things you mentioned just now. All 3 are also different. Why? Is because physically you got one of the biggest things that are different is that physically you got the audience. Virtually, you don't have audience. Hybrid, you got half, right? Separuh menonton anda di virtual. The other half is physically is present. So, you got a ding dong, you got the balance between both, right? So the biggest challenge that we face is that we have to engage the crowd virtually. So that's a big difference in terms of virtual. Physical, we don't need so much. Hybrid, we got half, So in virtually, you got to like pump yourself up every single time. Like I'm talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you physically, So I literally have to pretend that the camera is your face, your handsome face. So when I look at the camera, I have to imagine that there are 2,000 people, 3,000 people that are watching me right now. And I have to pump myself up in order for me to make the event really engaging. So that is one thing that is very important. The other one is that virtually is that, like you mentioned, 2 kali ganda kerja. Yes, really it is. Because you have to come for rehearsal. That's one. Okay, physically not really. You just need to come a bit earlier. and then after that, you just start your event. But virtually, you have to come a day before, because why? Ada orang lain that are there also. There are other things that we have to think about. Technical, your line, like even right now, actually I met up with Amin before we came online as well. So because we got to check the line, we got to check the camera, we got to check the angle, we got to check this, check that. So it takes a lot of effort. So one particular, event can have a rehearsal for 6 hours, even though the event's only 2 hours. So this is something that people don't understand. So only 2 jam saja mah, you pergi sana cakap itu saja. Tapi you kena ingat ada rehearsal sebelum tu, kerana ada banyak orang yang juga dimasukkan untuk menjadikan event tu baik. So that is the thing that a lot of people don't understand.
Betul. Mungkin orang-orang di luar tu tak faham lah kan bagaimana kita cara. Macam saya dulu saya penyampai berita, so terpaksa berinteraksi dengan kamera tu. Kamera tu adalah audience kita yang berjuta-juta orang tengok. Itu nak pastikan kita dapat menyampaikannya dengan sempurna biar orang faham apa yang kita yang cakap. Itu very challenging lah. Tapi untuk menjadi pengacara majlis virtual tu memang lagi hebat dia punya cabaran. Okay, nak cerita sikit. Ya, mungkin ramai muka-muka baru sekarang dengan menawarkan harga yang jauh lebih rendah daripada kita sebenarnya. Macam mana you atasi masalah ni?
I guess you have to believe in yourself. That's the one of the things. I mean, it's raining really heavily outside. Hopefully, it's not going to cause any problems.
Hujan lah sana pun.
Hujan lebat tu.
Okay.
So the thing is that right now is that you got to believe in yourself and your value. A lot of people are actually pushing down their price to survive, which I understand. But you also got to understand the value of yourself. You don't want to push your value to the point that you cannot even bring yourself up again. You don't want that to happen. Bring yourself up again is not a grammatical error. It's not talking about just your price. It's bringing yourself to that kind of level of motivation and the kind of mental state that, hey, you are actually this kind of price. So therefore, I think is that everybody should know their values. So I know my value. I know what I can bring to the floor. Whether it's going to be voiceovers or whether it's going to be, MC, So price war will definitely happen. Definitely. Whether you are new or not new, I think Amin can say that as well. Jika orang baru ke tak baru pun sama je lah. Everybody will start throwing prices. Yeah.
I agree with you. Itu apapun value tu kena ada kan.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So mungkin orang tak tahulah sebenarnya Joshua ni sebenarnya memainkan peranan yang penting dalam AminHayat Show dengan menyediakan graphics, video dan sebagainya. Jadi ini merupakan satu bidang yang di luar daripada MC job, daripada voice talent.
Betul.
So, kenapa you buat semua ni sebenarnya? Why?
I guess one of the things is that you need to explore more than what you have and what you need. At least during this pandemic, you learn something that you need to go beyond your boundaries. You got to explore new things and all that kind of stuff. But of course, it will take time for people like us lah. We are not graphic designers. We don't even have that talent lah. Tapi apa yang kami boleh buat je lah. Just do it at this moment of time. And the other thing is that why is it that I do it is because to keep me sane lah. If I don't do this, right, I think I'll go insane. I'll go crazy. I don't know what to do and all that kind of stuff. And that's the reason why I do it. And of course, number 3, why is it that I do it for AminHayat Show? Specifically, obviously, because of the relationship that we have, and the reason why I believe in the show. So that is the reason why I think even to other people, find your purpose, find your purpose, and then I think you can do a lot of other things as well. Yeah.
Hey, kita ada audience. Teman kita daripada Sharon Go. Okay.
Hello.
More with Joshua Lim. Hello, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
You are talking to the screen and expect you are talking to human. Yet to mention audience will turn off the camera. Betul. We agree on that. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah.
Okey, kepada anda yang inginkan bertanyakan kepada brother kita Joshua Lim berkenaan dengan apa jua isu yang berkaitan dengan voice over ataupun MC dan sebagainya, boleh kemukakan soalan anda di ruangan komen ya. Okey, berbalik kepada cerita pandemik inilah kan.
Ya.
So sekarang ni hari ni bermulalah, barulah kita boleh dapat gunting rambut, baru bolehlah kita dapat cuci kereta. Kan, tapi adalah juga sebab event sekarang ni pun belum lagi dapat dibuka lah kan. So apa perancangan you sementara sebelum pembukaan event ni?
Well, obviously, everybody knows. I mean, those who know both of us, and of course our founder, Steve Wu. I've been working with HFA, right? And then now also I'm working full time with a social media company. So at the meantime, you got to do what you need to do. So at the meantime, I'm just doing full time work at the moment until everything hopefully will come back to status quo or maybe better than normal. And of course the other one that I've been doing is that I've been doing a lot, like I said, I've been doing a lot of TikToks and all that kind of stuff, promoting myself outside and all that. So that really helps me to still keep on going, doing what we're doing. Obviously it's tough. I don't deny it. It's going to be very tough. I think Amin also can say it's going to be very tough for all of us. But I think even being tough, we have to, like the saying goes, tough people last So we have
So itu bercakap tentang sekarang di pandemik. Tapi lepas you ada apa perancangan? Adakah nak train new people under you ataupun bagaimana? Yes.
Okay, sorry. All right. So that will be after the pandemic. Yeah, I mean, if people are open to the idea of actually me training them and they trust me, yeah, I don't mind doing it. That will be one part that I would love to try. I love to explore. Of course, the pandemic, if once it's lifted, obviously I would love to go back to emceeing and do virtual events and do hybrid events as well. The other one that I would love to do is actually if there's an opportunity to be actually also to be on radio and to be like, AminHayat, be on television, that kind of thing, and explore that kind of, it's not so much about the money per se, but it's also the experience, AminHayat is what he is because of the experience that he has. So I also would like to have that kind of journey, to actually learn more from people like AminHayat and all that.
Maknanya kita punya perjalanan ni berbeza-beza, tapi insyaAllah kalau kita nak, kita boleh dapatkan tu kan, betul?
True. Yes.
So mungkin audience kita adalah di kalangan businessman ataupun businesswoman, mungkin dia nak request your punya service, macam mana tu?
I mean, they can easily go to my Facebook. That's the best. I mean, for those who do not know who I am and who do not have my contact, they can do that. They can go to my Facebook, be my friend, and they just PM me. It's no problem. Or even in Instagram or LinkedIn. That's not a problem. You just need to type Joshua Lim. I think it will be very easy to find. Then the other one that you could do is actually, contact. I mean, that's another option, right? Amin also can be a person that's our middleman, in lack of a better word, and he can also point you to the right direction. And you may also want Amin's voice for bahasa. Why not? So yes, it's definitely a option. Yeah.
Sebelum kita wrap up lah, okay, mungkin kita nak tahu lah word of wisdom from you.
Words of wisdom. I guess the word of wisdom is that don't give up. That's one of the things. I think you've been hearing that a lot of times. But this year, I think it's very, very tough compared to last year. So don't give up. I think the doors are opening. And the other one is that get vaccinated. Not everybody is not getting vaccinated. Nobody's going to go, and nobody's able to do their things. So what I do suggest to you is that get vaccinated. And the other one is that support one another lah. I know, like support watch his show, share his show, like his show, do that right now, because I think it will go a long way. It will go a long way.
Okay, terima kasih Joshua, terima kasih, semoga perjalanan anda nanti dapat terus tuat untuk sukses, insyaAllah. Never give up. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Alright, take
Okay.
care.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Okey, kepada anda di rumah, itu dia antara perkongsian rakan baik saya, iaitu antara orang kuat yang membawakan AminHayat Show ke hadapan, yang telah berkongsikan sedikit sebanyak tentang industri bagaimana pengacaraan dan juga voice over, dan apakah skills-skills yang perlu dipelajari bagi memastikan diri ini mempunyai value yang lain daripada orang lain. Okey, baiklah. Pada minggu hadapan, pada hari Isnin, kita akan bersama dengan tetamu jemputan, iaitu kepada anda, ada tak bodyguard? Ini adalah satu agensi yang menawarkan servis bodyguard. Ya, kita nak tahulah apakah kesan pandemik ini terhadap perniagaan beliau. Saya akan bawakan Managing Director Atlas Solution, iaitu Clement Chew, pada hari Isnin jam 1 tengah hari. Terima kasih kepada anda yang setia bersama kami. Kita jumpa lagi pada hari Rabu ini. Assalamualaikum dan sampai jumpa. Okay, bye-bye.